It's 2 a.m. and you're caught in the rhythm of a restless doom scroll. You're exhausted, but your thumb keeps flicking across the glowing glass, passing through a blur of curated lives and must-have aesthetics. In the blue-tinted silence of your room, there's this hollow ache, a quiet, persistent sense that something is missing. Then, you see it. An ad breaks the cycle. A product perfectly lit, promising a better version of your reality. For a moment, you aren't just looking at an object. You're looking at a version of yourself that is happier, more organized, and finally at peace. You aren't just shopping, you're trying to buy your way out of a hidden anxiety. In the 18th century, the philosopher Diderot lived most of his life in poverty until he suddenly received a windfall of wealth. The first thing he did was buy a magnificent scarlet robe. It was so beautiful that it made everything else he owned look wretched. He replaced his old desk, then his chairs, then his wall hangings, chasing a harmony that kept retreating. Eventually, he was surrounded by luxury but drowning in debt. He famously said, "I was the absolute master of my old robe. I have become the abject slave of my new one." This is the Diderot effect. It's the realization that every new possession is not a destination, but a catalyst for the next craving. We don't buy objects, we buy a chain reaction. Science tells us that this urge isn't a character flaw, it's a biological glitch. We often mistake dopamine for the pleasure molecule, but it's actually the molecule of pursuit. Dopamine doesn't care about the object once you own it. Its job is to spike before the purchase. It creates that restless, electric anticipation when you see a limited edition tag. Your brain's ancient survival circuitry is screaming that if you don't acquire this resource, you're falling behind. But the moment the package is opened, the dopamine crashes. This is buyer's remorse. The high evaporates because the brain has already moved on to the next hunt. We are biological machines designed to want, not to have. Beyond the biology lies a deeper, existential wound. We live in a world where our identities are no longer anchored by tradition or community. Instead, we are tasked with the exhausting job of inventing ourselves. We use objects to fill the gaps in our self-esteem. This is compensatory consumption. When we feel powerless at work, we buy high-end gadgets to regain a sense of control. When we feel unloved, we buy luxury goods to build a golden armor around our fragile egos. We're trying to fix internal fractures with external things. But an object cannot love you back, and a brand cannot tell you who you are. This is the true alchemy of modern consumerism. It's a secular religion that sells hope. Advertisements never sell the product, they sell the parallel self. They sell the dream that you are just one purchase away from becoming that disciplined athlete, that creative genius, or that serene soul. We buy the running shoes and feel, for a fleeting second, that we've bought the habit of running. We buy the expensive notebook and feel we've bought the talent of writing. We are trading our hard-earned reality for a collection of tickets to a life we aren't actually living. Every time we pin our hopes on the next thing, we are subtly rejecting who we are right now. We're telling ourselves, you are not enough. You are incomplete. But freedom doesn't come from giving up everything, it comes from finally seeing the light for what it is. Next time that familiar urge strikes, just stop. Don't fight the desire, observe it. Ask yourself, am I craving this object, or am I just hurting? Because if you're hurting, no amount of silk or silicone can heal that. Diderot eventually looked back and realized he missed his old, ink-stained desk. Those stains weren't mess, they were the marks of his life. They were the scars of his struggle, the echoes of his deepest thoughts. The new, perfect desk had no soul because it had no history with him. Your life is not a showroom. It's a workshop. The things you own should be tools for your journey, not the definition of your destination. You don't need more to be more. You have survived every hard day, every doubt, and every silent night without that next thing. That strength, that's already in you. When you stop performing for a ghost of your future self, you finally find the space to inhabit the person you are right now. And that person, the one who is tired, the one who is trying, the one who is listening, is already enough. The light isn't in the shop window. It's been inside you all along.